Hello, thank you so much for joining the Fresh Frequency podcast, where I will be your host, Caitlin. Before I start this episode, y'all, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for tuning in. The comments, the messages, it keeps me going more than y'all think. It keeps me creative. It keeps me thinking of different value to give you guys. So thank you so much. You know, we're here at Fresh Frequency Podcast where we are healing, learning, and most importantly, we are breaking these negative mindsets. So, gearing into our conversation today, it's about paying attention to your emotions, paying attention to your feelings, paying attention to your emotions. You know, they often say it's the 2-second decisions that could change the rest of your life. Those 2-second rash, emotional, reactive decisions that you make could change the rest of your life. And I'm sure that's something that we all could agree with. Or we know somebody who made a quick decision and now they're paying for it, something that could have been avoidable. So, how can we gain control over our emotions before we do something regretful? How can we understand and decipher that all these emotions consuming my body, I might not be thinking really clear, and the decision that I'm about to make might not be worth it? So we're gonna have to do our favorite thing. And our favorite thing that we do with each other or with self is honoring our emotions. It is important to honor the emotions. These are not meant to be pushed to the side or disregarded. We definitely do honor our emotions. They make us feel something for a reason. So once we get these sudden rush of emotions of anger, of rage, of anxiety, that is a key indicator to not make a quick decision. It is really time to backstep, to take yourself out of the situation, become like a third party looking in, and think cause and effect. If I do this, what will happen? I say this, what will happen? Do I really even want to hurt this person right now? Or they just really are they hurting me? They're hurting my ego. You know what I'm saying? So think cause and effect. The best thing overall to do is just remove yourself. If you remove yourself anytime you don't feel like you are vibrating at your highest, anytime you feel like somebody is bringing you down to their level, we are meant to vibrate high. We're meant to be happy. We're meant to be at a certain level. If you feel like somebody bringing you back down to a place you don't want to be, one, stop responding. Stop responding. What I personally like to do, mid-text, somebody, people want to text that crazy stuff these days. Block somebody mid-text. Oh, that's so satisfactory. It's like, I ain't got time for this. I'm not going to let nobody affect my mood. I'm not going to go back and forth with you. Block mid-text. Stop responding. It's needed. Walk away. If somebody's in your face with it, in your face to an extent, because we don't tolerate all disrespect, okay? But if somebody in your face with it and you can really tell like this person just really more so mad, it ain't really got nothing to do with me. Walking away ain't got nothing to do with looking like a sucker or a punk or nothing like that. Walking away is really putting yourself first, because why would I react? If I'm having a perfectly fine day, why would I let you come over here with your ugly energy and really get to me? Like, I'm sorry, I control my life. I control my emotions. So I don't have a problem walking away. Just don't follow me. Not for real. Breathe. We have to meditate. We got to breathe. We got to come back to one with self, because sometimes when somebody hits you, kind of take you out your body real fast. Come back. Come back to self. Breathe. And then once we get spewing out negativity, or we are matching negativity with negativity, we really need to understand why we even care. Like, why do you even care what this person is saying? Why do you even care what this person is doing? Why do you care? Why is it getting to you that much? And sometimes it's valid. Being reactive sometimes is valid. Sometimes we give people so many chances and they still disrespect you. You got to kind of show them something, show them I'm not nothing to play with. My favorite saying is, pray with me, don't play with me, because I'm going to give you chance after chance after chance before I blow up, because automatically I'm cool. I'm trying to understand where you're coming from. I'm going to understand most of it. 9 times out of 10, it literally, people are just going through their own stuff, so it has nothing to do with you at all. And once you stop taking things so personal, a lot of situations just go off with ease because you won't even react. So how can somebody sit here and go back and forth with you if you're not reacting? So really understand that people go through things. Take yourself out of the situation, and then you'll be able to see that it just has nothing to do with you. So we have to gear into paying attention to our emotions. So paying attention to our emotions more, it's like when our ego is under attack. So I've been getting into the ego a lot. I've been understanding how even I take things real personal. And I'm like, man, how you gonna play with me like that? And it'd be like, oh, girl, why you taking that so personal, right? This is the ego. So once we kind of realize when our ego is in attack and how we like to defend self, we want to make somebody believe us, or especially if we're telling the truth and somebody it's like you get into this mode of defense. defense mode. And it's really the ego feeling like it needs to defend itself. Because once you're true to yourself and you know what you are and you know who you are, can nobody shake that? Can nobody make you feel fragile or make you feel like weak or broken or make you feel like anything that makes you want to defend self, to be reactive, to hurt somebody back? You hurt me, so I gotta hurt you. You call me ugly, so I gotta call you ugly too. It's like, I know I'm not ugly. Please, why let it get to you? That's all I'm really saying. So once you don't allow yourself to be pulled into nobody's negative space is the main thing. Think high of yourself. So anytime someone makes you feel triggered to be anything less than your higher self, let go of the situation, let go of the person. If anybody ain't adding happiness to you, they gotta go. If any situation ain't adding happiness to you, it has to go. And that's the key word, is adding happiness, because we do need to be happy self. We do need to have this positive, lifted light already. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is something that we can't be in a dark space waiting to meet our match. Now, this is us at our highest selves, and we're not gonna let nobody bring us back down. Keyword, adding to our happiness, because we are going to be the only reason why we're happy at the end of the day. So, we honor our emotions, but we feel them. We honor the emotions, but we don't let them control us. That is the main thing about paying attention to your emotions and just gearing into the kudos, gearing into like the good part of our emotions is our intuition. Again, I started off with saying it'd be those 2-second decisions that could change the rest of your life. And sometimes we do have this gut feeling, we do have this intuition, we do have something that comes over us that makes us feel like, no, we shouldn't go here, or we shouldn't do that. And most of the time, if you go through it, like, man, that gut feeling, you kind of still go through with it, you end up regretting it. Or hindsight, you honor your gut feeling and you don't go nowhere. You wake up the next day and you see some crazy stuff probably happened that night, and you be like, damn, something told me not to go. Something told me not to go. It's your gut feeling, your intuition, your emotions. We have to be able to really decipher when they're working for us and when they're working against us. When we know, when you really know, we follow what we know. Because deep down, we know better. And then we still go against it and then end up regretting it. So decipher your emotions when you're going through it. Speak with love, positivity, and make sure you're just not rambling negativity. Speak with love and positivity and make sure that even if someone is speaking to you negatively, that you try to uplift them. Again, we're not here to go match fire with fire. We're not here to go back and forth. So if somebody, no matter how positive you being, is just super negative, that person got an expiration date in your life. Please do not keep them in your life, bringing you down, making you feel some type of way. Like, this is not what we're doing no more. We're honoring our emotions. We're paying attention to them. We are making sure that we think clearly instead of thinking rationally. We are not going to ruin our lives because somebody did something to us and then we reacted. It don't even matter. It doesn't matter, you guys. So that's a quick video, a really quick video that I just wanted to talk about on that end. I just really wanted to give you guys another episode for real. And again, this is all about paying attention to your emotions. When you are in anger, you're in grief, you're in anxiety, you're in depression, when you are happy, when you're in joy, when you're in bliss, you feel all these different types of ways. And we do not want to keep attracting negativity. We do have to change it. And if there's people around you and there's situations around you that keep bringing negativity into your space, we sadly, because you know what, sometimes you might really like love the person. So sadly, we have to let them go. Letting go is the hardest thing that I ever have to do, that you ever have to do. Letting go sucks. Knowing your worth sucks. Like, you know your worth, it gets lonely, right? When you know what you deserve and you know better and you know you ain't got to deal with certain stuff, it gets lonely. And that's okay, because we put ourselves first. We want to be happy. We want to vibrate higher. And if you're not doing that, if you're not adding to that, bye-bye. For real though, y'all. So I do thank you so much for tuning in. Love yourself. Love the people around you. I love you guys. I thank you guys again so much for your support. I thank you guys so much for tuning in to the end. You made it. And this is just the beginning. Fresh Frequency Podcast, baby. We are healing. We are learning. We are here breaking up negative mindsets. And we are definitely here holding each other accountable to remain at our highest selves, no matter how hard it might be. That is just a little quick episode, real quick, about honoring your emotions. I thank you so much for tuning in. Bye-bye.